Ready to hit the pause button on your parenting fails? Ready to feel better about your parenting? Welcome to Parenting Pause, the podcast, where all of you is welcome. I'm Leslie Potter, the founder of the Pure Joy Way, a mother, a parent coach, and a fellow traveler on this journey to wake up in our parenting. And I believe together we can make this a better world for ourselves and our kiddos. Kindness is the main ingredient that I use in my parenting. And the reason I came to this was because I began to learn that offering myself kindness was the greatest ingredient that I could give to myself, because I had become so self-aggressive to myself, especially as a parent. I had this huge idea of how I was supposed to be so perfect. I was always supposed to be kind, loving, generous. I never was supposed to yell. I was supposed to be totally conscious, which meant always peaceful. So, of course, when I wasn't able to act that way, I began to be so self-aggressive with myself, and I wasn't able to offer that kindness. And I remember hearing someone was talking about the Dalai Lama, and he was in an interview, and they asked about what his religion was. And he said, "My religion," and he announced this with his usual grin to an assembled world peace. He said, "My religion is kindness." Whew. And in this article I read, they said there were no questions that followed because no questions needed to follow. So when I really began to take that in, I began to question, where was that kindness for myself? Because I had been taught to be kind to others, but what that really meant was to be nice. And when I wasn't able to be nice, when I was really stressed out and I acted out, then I would beat myself up so much because I hadn't lived up to that standard of being nice, which I thought if I wasn't, I was going to be in big trouble, let me tell you. So when I created the SafeSeat process, and if you don't know what that is, you can go to the website, to the homepage at purejoyparenting.com, and you can download a free 5-day version of this that I walk you through the SafeSeat. But the SafeSeat began to be a place for me where I could take whatever happened, whatever I had done, whatever I was feeling, whatever I was thinking, my judgments, my behavior, everything, I began to be able to take to this very safe place, which lived inside of me. This, I called it kind of my unconditional seat that lived inside. And I could bring all of that, all my shame, everything that I had, I could bring to this seat of kindness. And I could wrap like a kindness blanket, that's how I saw it. I could wrap this kindness around myself. Now, this didn't mean that I condoned my behavior, and yet it meant that I went to a deeper place underneath my behavior where I could actually offer kindness to the younger parts of me, because that's usually who acted out when I was really stressed and I perceived that I was in emotional danger. When my child didn't listen to me, that's usually when I acted out. In my safe seat, I could bring that younger part to this seat and offer myself kindness. And I really want to offer that to you. I don't know what your safe seat will become. Mine was kind of like this great, beautiful, all-loving, kind mother that really understands that kindness is the greatest gift. And again, I'm not talking about being nice. I'm talking about accepting and loving and understanding, seeing, hearing, and understanding the deep core of my being, the kindness that I am and that I came in with. And yet when I got stressed, or hadn't eaten, or I'd had a fight with my boss or whatever, then I would act out because my brain would perceive that I was in danger. So I was trying to protect myself, trying to take care of myself. And yet afterwards I would wake up and feel so much guilt and shame. I know some of you may too. And then I would turn on myself with such deep self-aggression. So as I found this beautiful practice of turning toward myself with kindness, again, not condoning the behavior, but offering kindness to the one inside of me that needed my love and understanding, so much began to shift because now I could look outside and offer that kindness to others. I wasn't so judging of my daughter. I wasn't so determined to get her to be nice and act nice and become a pleaser like me. So it turned into this amazing capacity to offer myself kindness. And so then eventually, you become the act of kindness. So when I see others and I see them struggling and my judgments come up, I'm able to pause and I'm able to offer kindness to my own judgments, to my own self-aggression, and then therefore offer kindness to others. All right, sweethearts, I hope you have a beautiful day whenever you're listening, or evening whenever you're listening to this. And yes, sending you big, big hugs. Thank you for listening to this episode of Parenting Paused. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and share it with your mama friends. You can also leave a review wherever you listen, which will support getting the Pure Joy message out. Come on over to the Pure Joy Parenting Practice Facebook page or join me on Instagram to hear more. And don't forget to download your free copy of the SafeSeat course on the Pure Joy website. And while there, check out the offerings page to go deeper in the Pure Joy work.